Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Astrological Intentions. I'm your host, Alex Reevy, along with the flourishing florer herself, Sandy Reevy.
You're so clever.
It is episode 394, the week of February 9th. Let's get right into it. In the transits, we start off with Tuesday, February 10th, Venus ingress Pisces.
Honored guest.
And Friday the 13th, Saturn ingress Aries.
Wow. It's a world point.
And Sunday the 15th, Sun square Uranus.
Tense and stubborn.
And in Talisman time, Sandy's going to discuss her upcoming talisman, 1877, to move forward, protected, and fully myself.
Oh, wow.
On the horizon, we have our Egypt retreat. And in our house, we're going to tell you how you will save $600 on the Egypt retreat. So Sandy has some retreat updates, so stay tuned for this episode of Astrological Intentions.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you.
Hello, flourishing florer.
I'm talking to the floor man right now.
Oh, exciting. I wonder why I picked your name.
Yes, that's good. I'm headed down. I'm in Cincinnati, and kitchen's going in, and floors are going in, and carpet's going in, and fireplace is being mantled.
To your new home.
I know.
It's
so
finally
painting. Painting is my gig right now.
Yeah.
This week.
Some exciting colors, too. All right, everybody. So welcome into February. We're now in the second week of February and episode 394. Let's get right into it. In the transits, we start off Tuesday, February 10th, Venus ingress Pisces.
And this is tomorrow. And so Venus in Pisces is really about soft, honored guest. It's one of my favorite times of the year when she goes into Pisces because this is where she's exalted. She's elevated here. So she's praised, she's respected. And so for the next three and a half weeks, she gets the honor. And so I'll be in the new house working on it, not living there yet, but, planning that kind of peaceful, calming,
habitat,
very meditative and ease. That's what I'm creating.
Yeah, I really, and all the things that you're choosing are totally you.
And they're Venus, and they're
right.
A lot of green.
Right.
Green is ruled by Venus, and I'll be making, painting my living room green and my kitchen cabinets green. So, yeah, green.
Yeah,
Venus.
it's like a sagey green. Mm-hmm. It's pretty. All right. So Venus ingress Pisces, super valued and honored guest. So anything else you want to share?
Just really look at your friendships. Find yourself in calming waters, right? Even if you have to get in a tub or in having more showers. It's just like listening to like a water effect.
Okay.
Right? Just calming. She likes this Pisces, and good for us. We're Pisces, so here she comes.
Yep.
Right?
All right. So let's move on to Friday, February 13th, Saturn ingress Aries.
World point. Now, for me, Saturn is moving into Aries permanently, or at least for the next 2.5 years. But that means he's moving permanently for 30 years out of the sign he was in before, which was Pisces.
Yep.
So it just makes sense that Venus comes in and Saturn leaves, right? Because Saturn is the limiter. He is the restrictor. He can make you see reality checks, all the boxes that you got to check off. It kind of reminds me right now, as I say, because I had to reestablish a password today. And as I'm using a password, you got so many restrictions these days. On how many letters, how many uppers, how many non-letters, how many glyphs. It's like, oh my God, and I'm supposed to remember this configuration?
Right. And that's why there's password applications now that will save all of your passwords.
Yeah, about that. Anyway, so with Saturn leaving, it just reminds me, like, just put your old, although it's an Aries, so it's about putting something in new that is not your old one, but it should be easy. The entire planet is getting a restart. This is world point. So this is not just you, me, America, It's the world. And there just seems to be a rebirth of what Saturn does, limitations and rules. Just needs to be, we need to be all on the same page, not having rules just randomly picked and randomly moved around like a checkerboard game. It's not a game. This is, we just need to reestablish.
Yep. All right. And our third and final transit, it's a light week, Sunday, February 15th, Sun square Uranus.
And this is at the end of the day, but it's applying to the entire day, which is, it's a square and it's to Uranus. So it's like tense and stubborn. And the reason why is because they're coming from both fixed signs. Sun is in Aquarius. Sun doesn't like being in Aquarius because it's in detriment. It rules Leo, the opposite sign, right? But in modern astrology, Uranus is considered the ruler of Aquarius, where Sun is. Anyway.
So it's a little bit of a battle.
It's a little bit of a no one's moving.
And Sun meaning like vitality and Uranus meaning unexpected things.
Yeah. So it's like no one's moving. Maybe you feel stuck. Don't be rash here. Don't try and get your way by moving your vitality in a way that is detrimental to a situation or to your relationship. Just hang on. This is only today. You don't have to it is not time to make a life-changing decision.
Okay.
Absolutely not. We need more power in there from just the sun.
All right. And that is our week. So don't forget that you can follow along with these transits personally. There's 3 options you have. Download the astrology guide if you're totally new to astrology. Download your own natal chart if you're curious and want to get a little look at your own natal chart. And third, and the best, is book your reading with Sandy. And if you use the code podcast, you get $20 off. So all of those links are in the show notes, and I welcome you to click in and learn more. Let's move into Talisman times, where February has been busy when it comes to pre-sale talismans. So this one is coming up Saturday, February 21st, and this is number 1877, to move forward, protected, and fully myself.
Really like this one. This is a third lunar mansion. And I've often talked about protection talismans using the third lunar mansion, and we have to have the moon at within a certain 12.5 degree area in the chart, which is late Aries into early Taurus. And so here we got it on the midheaven, but the moon is making a sextile back to the sun from Pisces. And so that adds another flavor. The sun is about fooling myself. So usually this would just be, I move forward protected, but because it's making a sextile to the sun in Pisces, that we can say, and fooling myself. I am safe to be seen as I lead with courage and authenticity. My visibility supports the good I am here to do.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like that's a really wonderful time and transit for many people.
Yeah.
Especially right now. And feeling protected, moving forward. These are things that we don't necessarily feel a whole lot of security in. And then just to be fully yourself.
Yeah. And to move forward and not be stuck or hidden or away. Yeah.
Right. So let's move on to the horizon, where this September we have our Egypt retreat coming up. And I guess we'll also kind of bridge this into our house as well, because we have the same topic. It's all Egypt retreat. So we have a big, well, I wouldn't even say big, but we have a little bit of a reroute when it comes to the itinerary. And that means big savings, because
it's because our original plan was to pop up into Abu Simbel, which is on the upper portion of the dam, which is hard to get to. Most people don't go there, which is why it was so exciting. But now it needs a Ministry of Antiquities approval permit, which costs thousands of American dollars.
Oh, wow.
And they're doing that in some of the
temples.
The temples. You know, this last time they just popped in. They pop in, and so all the tour guides and all the Egyptologists get these like ongoing updates on where they can take the groups or where they can't take the groups. Right. And that just popped up. And actually, while we were there in, just last month, up popped. We were scheduled to go into Sekhmet's temple, and up popped. We weren't allowed in.
Oh, wow.
And even if we had the $2,000 it takes, we happened to have it in our pocket because they like cash, we wouldn't have had approval time.
Right.
Yeah. So that was, again, disappointing. But that's getting back to my future plan. It was then we're going to take that off. We're not going to. It's not.
And if it was going to be any of the temples, I know that this one was maybe not the easiest to get to, and also maybe not your top one to go to.
It's a 4 to 5 hour bus ride one way. We would stay overnight, and then we'd fly back. So we would hurry and get back to Aswan so we could get onto the Dahabiyah. But so we took that one little piece out.
Right.
And that was going to be a super busy day because it was going to be hotel and flight and a private bus and then the temple and then all the food and right. And so this was just a big costly day that we were able to take off, and I wanted to share the savings.
And we're forwarding that savings over to anyone that is currently on the retreat roster or anyone who's looking to. So
I think that's,
yay!
Yeah. And so that means that we took a day and a night off. That means that the retreat is less one day, so it's a total of 13 nights, 14 days.
And then also
and we end on the 26th. So we start on the 13th, and now we end on Saturday the 26th, except for those that want to go to Siwa.
Right. So there's an add-on, a very special add-on for the Egypt retreat to one of the oases in the desert. And it's got, tell us.
I mean, we should be there again the same time I was there 2 years ago, where it was date season. And so the dates are fresh and juicy, literally like juicy. Juicy. I can't. Usually get them. They're already hard, right? They're
like dry.
Well, they're dry.
I mean, because they're dried dates. No.
Yeah, because they're old.
Yeah.
Or they're just not as fresh. Where we pick them off the tree, hopefully we'll get to do that.
Do they taste the same?
They're completely different. It's literally candy. But I love dates.
And is that where you get your special juice?
That's where we get Siwa juice.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're going to want to order 2 at a time. Like, boom, right 2. Because they have to blend it and all this and pick them. And it's with dates.
It kind of reminds me of Agua de Valencia, which is water of Valencia in Spain. But it's alcoholic. And it's absolutely delicious. And very, very potent. You don't realize how much alcohol is in there because it's just like all these like fresh squeezed oranges and like tangerines. And oh my gosh, it's just so good. And it's got all this. So anyway, kind of reminds me a little bit of that, like where you're going to the place where this Siwa juice is made.
You can't, it's not when we finally learned about it and we went back to Egypt, it's like, do you have Siwa juice? They're like, huh? Because most people don't get to see, even Egyptians don't get to Siwa. Right. It is beautiful. We will bask in the salt pools that just pop
Natural
up.
Salt pools.
My gosh. We will go there every day. Trust me. We'll go there every day.
And so you don't even have to like tread water. You're just like, it's just like kind of like the Dead Sea where you're just floating in it, right?
Yeah, you first have to climb in. You might want to bring some like
rubber
water shoes because the hard salt gets, scratchy.
Right.
And then you get into and if you scratch yourself like I did a couple times on my back of my legs, ouch. Right? I mean, you wear your bathing suit. And then you get into the salt water. It's like, I just scraped up my back of my legs. There I feel that. But it's healing.
Right.
It's healed. And you just literally float there. It's so good for the body. And then you have to literally, and your skin will turn white if you don't, as soon as you get out, it'll harden and it'll be like white. It's just
interesting. Yeah.
It's blue salt water. It's blue.
Wow.
I've never seen this blue and white.
Wow.
And then the driver will come around and because there's only like 2 or 3 of us or 4 of us, I'll be going, and drench us with fresh water to cleanse us. And then we get in the car and it's about a 10-minute drive out because we have to drive into the salt pools and then we have to drive out, and they're just so interesting to see.
Yeah, that is so
We get our
cool.
salt from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I brought some home for bathtubs.
Delicious. All right. Well, anybody who is interested in Egypt, this is a really wonderful time to sign up because you save $600. We are extending the savings of that day removed to you all. So anyway,
Sign up for a
retreat reading. A retreat call. So anyone who is interested or just wants to know a little bit more about what it entails, some details, some questions, some Q&A of Sandy's experience, I think that it's a perfect time to schedule a retreat call. I'll go ahead and I'll put the link in the show notes for you all. And yeah. So let us know if you have any questions. You can schedule that retreat call or email us, alex@intentionbeads.com. All right, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will see you here next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. See you in Egypt.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story of you. The story of you, the story.